Israel has accused South Africa of painting a distorted picture of the situation in Gaza and weaponizing the word genocide. Its lawyers were responding to a ceasefire application by South Africa at the International Court of Justice in The Hague. Today marked the second and last day of oral hearings, with the judgment expected soon. Newzroom Afrika's Mnisi reports.
Israel accuses South Africa of weaponizing the term genocide with distorted statistics from its ally and terrorist group Hamas. This is a direct response to the grim picture painted by South Africa on Thursday of the atrocities carried out in Gaza by the Israeli Defense Force. Denying genocidal intent on the side of Israel, its legal representatives cited the events of the 7th of October 2023, affirming what they say is Tel Aviv's right to self-defense.
As far as the acts are concerned in this case, there is little beyond random assertions to demonstrate that Israel has or has had the specific intent to destroy, in whole or in part, the Palestinian people as such. The intention, faced with the 7th of October atrocities and the continuing rocket fire and incarceration of the hostages on the part of Israel to act in order to defend itself so as to terminate the threats against it and rescue the hostages, certainly exist.
It's denied allegations of blocking humanitarian aid, leaving Palestine in Gaza without basic necessities such as food, water and medicine for the injured.
COGAT facilitates the entry of aid into Gaza. Israel has publicly stated repeatedly that there is no limit on the amount of food, water, shelter, or medical supplies that can be brought into Gaza. To increase capacity, COGAT has reopened the Kerem Shalom crossing, as acknowledged by the Security Council in Resolution 2720, despite Hamas putting it under fire.
All that South Africa wants is for the International Court of Justice to issue provisional measures to stop Israel's military operation in the Palestine enclave. It told judges of the Peace Palace that if its request is not granted on an urgent basis, the people of Palestine will suffer irreparably. Countering this argument, Israel claims the intensity of hostilities have been decreasing.
The condition of irreparable prejudice and urgency cannot be met. It is Israel and its citizens who would risk irreparable harm if the request of South Africa were to be granted.
The Jewish state believes that South Africa hasn't made out a case that warrants provisional measures to be considered to stop the Israeli Defense Forces ground operation in Gaza. Tel Aviv says provisional measures would restrain it from defending itself from the Islamic resistant movement Hamas, who would be emboldened to launch more attacks. With oral submissions from both sides concluded, the International Court of Justice will now deliberate, with the judgment expected soon. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Mnisi.